Notwithstanding last month's cold snap in Texas and Louisiana, climate change is leading to warmer winter weather throughout the southern U.S., creating a golden opportunity for many tropical plants and animals to move north, according to a new study appearing this week in the journal Global Chan. Some of these species may be welcomed, such as sea turtles and the Florida manatee, which are expanding their ranges northward along the Atlantic coast. Others, like the invasive Burmese python in the Florida Everglades, the largest measured 18 feet, end to end, may be less so. Equally unwelcome, and among the quickest to spread into warming areas, are the insects, including mosquitoes that carry diseases such as West Nile virus, Zika, dengue and yellow fever, and beetles that destroy native trees. Quite a few mosquito species are expanding northward, as well as a lot of forestry pests. Bark beetles, the southern mountain pine beetle, said Caroline Williams, associate professor of integrative biology at the University of California, Berkeley, and a co-author of the paper. In our study, we were really focusing on that boundary in the U.S. where we get that quick tropical temperate transition. Changes in winter conditions are one of the major, if not the major, drivers of shifting distributions. That transition zone, northward of which freezes occur every winter, has always been a barrier to species that evolved in more stable temperatures, said Williams, who specializes in insect met. For the vast majority of organisms, if they freeze, they die, she said. Cold snaps like the recent one in Texas might not happen for 30 or 50 or even 100 years, and then you see these widespread mortality events where tropical species that have been creeping northward are suddenly knocked back. But as the return times become longer and longer for these extreme cold events, it enables tropical species to get more and more of a foothold, and even maybe for populations to adapt in situ to allow them to tolerate more cold extremes in the future. The study, conducted by a team of 16 scientists. Williams and Katie Marshall of the University of British Columbia in Vancouver co-wrote the section on insects for the study. The team found that a number of tropical species, including insects, fish, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, grasses, shrubs and trees, are enlarging their ranges to the north. Among them are species native to the U.S., such as mangroves, which are tropical salt-tolerant trees, and snook, a warm-water coastal sport fish, and invasive species such as Burmese pythons, Cuban tree frogs, Brazilian pepper trees and bufflegrass. We don't expect it to be a continuous process, said USGS research ecologist Michael Osland, the study's lead author. There's going to be northward expansion, then contraction with extreme cold events, like the one that just occurred in Texas, and then movement again. But by the end of this century, we are expecting tropicalization to occur. The authors document several decades' worth of changes in the frequency and intensity of extreme cold snaps in San Francisco, Tucson, New Orleans and Tampa, all cities with temperature records stretching back to at least. In each city, they found, mean winter temperatures have risen over time. Winter's coldest temperatures have gotten warmer, and there are fewer days each winter when the mercury falls below freezing. Temperature records from San Francisco International Airport, for example, show that before 1980, each winter would typically see several sub-freezing days. For the past 20 years, there has been only one day with sub-freezing temperatures. Changes already underway or anticipated in the home ranges of 22 plant and animal species from California to Florida include continuing displacement of temperate salt marsh plants by cold-sensitive mangrove forests along the Gulf and southern Atlantic coasts. Please support our channel to grow by pressing subscribe button as well as the bell icon for daily updates. Thank you.